Today we have two topics for you. One of them is like we would like to continue the topic from the previous week about bisecting it, but that will be just very short comment. And another topic will be flaky tests, right, Łukasz?
Yes, flaky tests, also called brittle test. Also just tests that sometimes fail and sometimes not. Oh, they are also called fragile tests. But Tomek, why are we talking about that today?
Yeah, because actually it's usually when we have some kind of new content in Arkansas, we discuss it with other guys, and they sometimes just they put some comment on or they say that we can do something another way, or for example, it reminds them about something that we wrote in the past, for example. And that's
like in this case.
And that was this case actually, because from the one side, Piotr said that we reminded him about the post from the past about how RSpec helped me with resolving random spec filers written by Szymon, and we will link it somewhere here. So you can check it. But he also mentioned quite nice, let's say, trick when it comes to work with the Git bisect that we presented last week, and I will just quickly show you that. So let's go to our task app as previously. I also introduced some kind of commits with the errors. So first of all, we are on the head, and I would like to show you something. So when we were calling when we were executing our tests like that, you can see that they are failing now, and you can actually check what was the exit code from the previous command. It was 1, so there was an error, right? So now we can start like the previous in the previous week. So we can git bisect start, and we know that now this commit is bad, right? So we can mark it as a bad one. If we take a look in the git log, we can go, for example, to this one, to the master, because we know that our master is green, because our master is always green, right, Łukasz?
It should be.
Should be.
I mean,
yeah.
It's almost always green.
Yeah, so we check out here, and we can also run tests, and we can see that they were indeed green. We can also check the exit code, which is 0, which is fine, and now we also can mark this commit as a good one.
Oh, good boy, good comment.
Good commit. Yeah, and now there will be a nice trick. So if you have this frame that we showed you, we can do something like that, and we can run bin raise test, and now magic happens because Git automatically checkouts different commits and run tests, and it already find the commit where the first bad commit, which is 433. So if we go here, we can also see that we are now at the last one that was good one, and you can see also the refs here, the good one here. And if we check out to this one, too much. We can see that do not compete if completed. Probably this one is bad. Yeah, it is. Sorry.
I wish I knew this trick before last video. It would save me some keyboard clicks, but hey,
Exactly.
I guess we'll all here to learn, right? Including us. I mean, so that's why it's really cool sharing knowledge. I encourage you to do that as well. You'll always get some feedback if somebody disagrees or knows a better way, which is a really cool thing because now we just learned something new that we can share, right?
Exactly. And yeah, and it is really nice when we share it also internally that guys sometimes picks up some details and they correct, or they even like Piotr here, he knew this way of running git bisect and he just shared with us, right? And we thought it's really nice to show you that also today, to continue the topic from the previous week. But now we want to show you the main topic of this episode, which is
bisect. Another way for bisecting and looking for flaky / fragile tests. By the way, just regarding the previous part, it's funny that we stopped at just part of documentation. Piotr went through everything.
Life would be easier if we read manuals, but the only manuals that I read are those from IKEA.
1 minute of reading documentation could save us this video.
Exactly.
Well, shit happens. Anyway, yes. So how to find flaky tests? It turns out, as Tomek mentioned, that we have a blog post about that, which we'll link somewhere, but definitely in the description. Tomek, if I point my finger, will you just attach this link to?
Yeah, somewhere
place?
There. Yeah,
okay.
I'm showing it now. On the screen.
Me too. Okay.
Well.
So, okay, it will be somewhere. However, so this is one of the things that I also learned when I joined the Ruby world, that I haven't had this in .NET. Now, best regards to the guy from Szczyrk that will laugh at me that I'm from the .NET world. Anyway, bisect. So there are two gems. There's one gem for the Minitest and one gem for RSpec. I think we have blog post around the RSpec gem, right, Tomek?
Yeah.
So today we'll show you the Minitest gem. Come on to my console. Yep. And let's start with the gem file just quickly, which didn't work for 1 second. Okay, but it's here now. So what you have to do in order to use the Minitest bisect, obviously you need to add it to the gem file. That's just a basic, but good to say. And now let's see what problem do we have. So if I run my tests, they are green, but if I run them for a second time, they're red. And this is the definition of flaky, unstable, or fragile test. You don't want that in your CI because this is it's not a true. It may not be the true result, right? You get a false negative. Your build is stopped. Your release is delayed. Usually, what people do in this situation, they just retry it. Guilty as charged sometimes as well, but usually, if there's a time, I rather prefer to fix it. So how to fix it without pain? In this project, of course, there wouldn't be pain. We could go by each test and quickly finish that. But normally you have dozens of tests. I hope you do. Anyway, so what we can do is that when we have this Minitest bisect gem installed, you can just run Minitest bisect with the seed. I have this previous seed in here, but the last run, I can see seed in here, right, is 56905. And now, if I run it, the Minitest will do a very similar thing to the Git, what Git did, right? It will just split this test into batches and then find the minimum reproduction. It will just take some time. Of course, in the larger test suite, it takes much more time. But as you can see in here, I got the final reproduction. So it actually gives me the seed and the tests that I need to run, the names of the tests that I need to run. So I can run it right now like this. And once again, I can just copy these run options from here. I can paste them here. You also probably saw that I had some other. I did that in production project as well. That's not the secret. In fish, you have to escape the $sign. I'm using the fish in my terminal, so I need to do that. And as you can see, I'm running only 2 tests, and I see which one is failing. So the first one is passing, the other one is failing. If we look at those tests, I'll just show you quickly this time. Okay, maybe I'll even fix that for you. So if I go into this file, I need to fix my LSP anyway. As you can see, there are 2 tests. I really didn't manage to write a test that would have sense in here, because what's really funny about those flaky tests is that they just create themselves. I mean, we do create them, but it's not usually not expected. But here I created one issue that I also lately fixed in one of our projects. So as you can see here, this is the first test that is running. And this test has the time cop that freezes the date, but it doesn't do this in a block. So to fix that test, I can add a block. So the difference is that the time cop will, the date and time will be only frozen within this block. And now if I go back and I run this test again, I hope it's green. Yes, I didn't fix that before. I just created this sample. So yeah, as you can see, with this simple tool, you can fix that. You also have the similar one for RSpec. I don't know about the other testing frameworks, but hey, who's using anything besides the Minitest? Just kidding, but I love Minitest. Yeah, I guess that's it from today, at least from the example that I prepared. Tomek, I think you're seeing that for the first time, right? Is there anything that seems to be hard for you?
No, that's really nice. Actually,
no surprise. You're a smart guy.
No surprise. Yeah.
All right. So I guess that's it. I think we are done in less than 13 minutes. So that's really great. We're slowly achieving our goals. Again. Wow, yeah, that's the second time. That's really great. So if I have 10 more seconds of your attention, I will start counting now. So if you like this content, please subscribe. You can also give us a like. It motivates us to continue doing that work. I still have 4 seconds. So you can also suggest topic in the comments. Thank you. I made it 10 seconds. Okay.
Yay.
See you next week.
See ya. Bye.